we're already teaching in-person private lessons, and our group classes are still on Zoom. So if we go back to the beginning of the pandemic, 2 weeks into it, we decided to start online lessons. And then first we offered a whole bunch of free group lessons for all of our active students, because the main thing is we just wanted them to stay connected with all of us. And we started daily group lessons with a half hour of just chit chat. So we would get on Zoom and be like, how's your day? How's your day? Slowly but surely, we got into private lessons as well. And we thought, okay, this is going great. Let's do an online showcase. All the students danced, created a choreography with the teachers and danced in their homes and recorded themselves.
Yeah, this kind of online showcase happened, and so Wordy had actually 3 showcases, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Wordy
Yeah,
had the 3 showcases. Last showcase we had actually 20 performances of the students. Final product was just unbelievable, and I think it made our students very happy. And if our students happy, we're happy.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, it's really interesting because when we went into it, we joined the Arthur Murray franchise, and they did train us a lot. Like they told us about training staff and organizing the business. So I don't know if there's one thing that I wish I knew. I don't know. Is there one thing you wish you knew?
How much goes into the running the studio?
Yeah. I mean, I guess so, because we thought, okay, it's going to be a lot of work, but we didn't realize like really how much. From one perspective, it's nice that the lessons keep happening and the studio is still running. But from another perspective, we have to be available every second. We can be somewhere in Mexico and Cuba, and suddenly our admin messages and says our phones don't work, our internet is down. And it doesn't matter that we're on vacation on the beach. We have to get on top of that and fix it somehow.
I find people, I'm not saying they're happy about it, of course not, but they took this opportunity to work on something they didn't have a chance to work on before. Right now, actually, our students, they take an opportunity to maybe create some exciting shows what didn't have time before, because they had to prepare the routines for competitions or something. Our students they miss competitions, but they don't really kind of complain about it so much, because they're so busy doing other projects and improving other aspects of their dancing.
Yeah, so I think we really try to take the mindset to find the positive in everything, right? So, okay, so competitions are not happening. We can be really, really sad about it. Or we treat it, like Anton said, like as a break where you can breathe and work on the stuff that you never had so much time to go into, because our competitive students would be like competition after competition after competition. And I think it definitely, first of all, made me appreciate much more the judges, because when we're very active competitors, I would complain about the judges all the time. But the second I got into the judges' shoes, oh my God. First of all, the pressure that you're under, especially when I was a new judge, you go on there's like a 20-something couples dancing in front of you. First, you're trying to understand who's competing against who, and then you have to find their number, put it down, and you have to do all of that so quickly. So the competitors have to be so on point that every moment of their routine, like the second I look at them, looks great. And that really made me understand how important it is to make sure you're really consistent in your dancing. I think what changed in the training of couples is more attention to, you have to be on every single moment. Every single moment there has to be something that if a judge looks at you, then you're going to impress them. And the Argentine tango really, I connected with it, maybe the music or something. And then I decided to go a little bit more into it. But then I started using it as a tool to improve my following in our ballroom. Because at some point in our ballroom career, we could not lead and follow at all, right?
I mean, it was a problem.
I actually was able to transfer those skills to our ballroom and actually let Anton lead a little bit.
Imagine that.
And I'm the kind of person that if I'm into something, I go like all the way. So I thought, okay, what's the next thing that I should do? Let's go to Argentina. I love dance shoes because they're so versatile. There's so many different colors. I think that for beginners that are putting on dance shoes for their first time, I think it's pretty important that they like the look of it, and they can customize the look to what they wear, whether it's in color or in style. And I think iLoveDanceShoes has so many different options that it's really fun for a beginner to go and choose what they like more for themselves.
When you start into dance and like you're committing to this hobby and you really love this hobby, So invest a little bit of the money into the things actually which is so important for the for hobby as a dance. You can buy a lot of, let's say, cheap shoes, or but at the end of the day you're going to be hurting your foot and you're not going to be learning the right footwork. So buy this one pair of shoe which is actually really fits you, and it's invest a little bit of the money and
It's
enjoy
worth it.
for longer time.
And especially for teaching, like because we're on our feet the whole day, iLoveDanceShoes are so comfortable, you don't even notice them. They're very cushiony, and so your feet can really relax in them rather than be stressed the whole day. It's like a blessing in disguise because we get to
Oh my
spend
God.
so
So I
much.
mean, okay, let me correct. COVID no good,
COVID, no
but the
good. No,
time
the
which we
time.
have.
Yes. Everybody feels that who has a family, that before this happened, all I was thinking of, okay, I have this baby, but now I have to give him to someone because I need to go and I need to do so many things. But now suddenly I have like so much time to spend with him. And that's so, so amazing, I find, because every single day you see something that changes in him, and yeah, just having more family time. I really, really believe that it's possible to be really invested into dance but still do your studies. And I hope some young kids are listening to this, because I know that sometimes there's a trend that, okay, I'm not gonna like go to school and just dance, but you can actually do both. And right now when we have a baby, we can actually do both as well. We actually are practicing now more than even before the baby. Right? It's all about organizing and prioritizing and knowing that you want to do both things, so just organize it.
It's so much easier to blame somebody from outside instead of kind of looking in the mirror and saying, you know, what can I do better? So my suggestion is take take power away from the judges, from this kind of negativity of blaming somebody, and take power to yourself and just practice harder and stay positive.
And actually, something that our coach, Massimo Giorgiani from Italy, he always used to do. Every time after a competition, we would have the next lesson, and he would just sit in front of us and be like this. And then we'll be like, so Massimo, you tell us, right? We didn't get a good result. Judges didn't mark us right or something. He's like, no, you tell me. And he would ask us to analyze our own performance instead of looking for outside sources. Be like, okay, what did you feel? What could you have done better?